According to HUD data, over 75% of Section 8 voucher holders are female-headed households, with single mothers making up the majority. Why do women so disproportionately represent Section 8 households compared to men, and what social, economic, or policy factors contribute to this imbalance? That's actually a very interesting question, given who we have on the panel.
Well, that makes sense.
Easy question.
Does that line up with what you? I mean, I'm sure you obviously have it just for Miami demographics, but does that line up from what you see?
It's not a false statement at all.
Systemic
It's actually
racism.
very true.
Okay.
Most of the cases that I handle are single moms or female head of households. So
Wait.
it's not. It's not.
Well,
it's
I
not
was told
false.
never date single moms.
Oh, okay.
Were you also told to
Is your mother a single
when you have a
mother?
baby?
How's your mom
Is
doing?
your mother a single
Were you
mother?
also told to never leave your baby mama? Or whoever you have a child with?
Yeah, for real. Like you
I
were
don't make
told
it-
not to date single moms,
Right.
but
Wait,
what
wait,
about
hold on.
what about
Is
your
your mother-
kids?
Yo,
girls, get
Where
Stop the show.
What do you call home?
Where's my baby mama?
No,
You ain't got no
if you
kids.
had a
You don't
child-
have kids?
Huh?
You don't have kids?
I have one.
What about? Oh,
What?
so where is she right now?
Are you with your baby? Oh,
A dog.
Where's your mom? Your
Okay.
mom's still married to your dad or what?
No,
Oh, okay. So you were
So-
told that your mom should never get married again, and she should
she
be
doesn't
alone.
want to. She's smart.
Oh, she doesn't want to.
She's retired.
But
lives in
even
a
if
big
she
house,
did
new
want
car,
to,
travels whenever she wants
Damn.
to. She's good.
It's true.
I feel like that's a
But
biased
you-
opinion.
That's a great.
Me?
I don't know.
If I had kids, I don't have kids, baby.
I know.
I live my best life. You don't have kids either. You have a dog.
That's the best. I'm just saying because single moms are a lot of baggage, you know?
I feel like
A lot
single
of baggage.
dads are a lot,
a
of
lot
baggage.
Yeah.
Are they not? Are single dads not a lot of baggage?
No.
Or are we like
Why
in a
not?
different
Right, I
universe
feel
where?
like
Whoever dated a single dad.
Yeah.
You got any info on this?
Yeah. Tell
Why
us
don't you,
your
Brandon? Weren't you at a
experience.
stage of some point when you
You,
were...
you date a single Section 8 single dad or what?
Nah, never. But I did a single mom before. That was
You said it was a lot of baggage.
It was
Stupid. Hell yeah.
traumatizing or what?
very eye-opening. I would say, as a guy, you're dating someone that has someone else's kid, and it's never really your kid, so you can't really, discipline
Oh, yeah,
the right
good.
way.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
really be a real man to your kid. And honestly speaking, it's like you're alone, two
Yeah.
versus one.
Yeah,
Shit
yeah.
happens in your household, it's like just you, and it's like you can't do shit. You
Yeah.
know?
But I also
True.
feel like that depends on the mother and the
Yeah.
structure that she has in the household.
What
If
she
you're coming
said.
in as another authority figure or just a addition to that family, you guys set the rules for that child, especially
Yep.
if you're planning on being in that child's life.
But let's be honest here. Most mothers don't control their kids, especially when they're single.
Okay, that's an opinion, not a fact.
Especially
I
when they're
mean,
single.
my
You
mother
would think it would be more.
My mom,
Well,
did,
my
my
mom
mom.
The generation you guys
controlled us.
lived in is no longer applicable because these mothers nowadays are really crazy, bro.
But
Like,
we
they-
can't.
You also
We
have
can't
to
just
remember
say that.
cultural differences too.
Yes,
Like
yes,
I
exactly.
am Latina, but I'm also African. So
Yeah.
you grow up in cultural differences. That I feel like that is really what makes your parents parent how they parent.
I'm saying that because
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
raise kids, they make their own choices eventually, right? So, for example, he might just say one day, "You're not my dad," and then what do? Like
Beat the
you're fucked.
No, I'm just kidding. I like beat him with a sandal.
Like, yeah, you can do that. See, something like that.
I'm just kidding.
That is a
Who's not your dad?
I'm just saying,
Who
it's
paid
not,
for your
for most
school
men, it's not really
uniforms?
an ideal thing to do because you're raising someone else's kid. It's not really in your benefit. So,
But what about for women? We're supposed to date men with multiple kids. I dated a guy one time. He had 3 kids. He was talking about, I want to have more kids. Baby, you don't have the job for more kids. What are you talking about? You want more kids? You can barely take care of these.
why'd you
know
date
what
him?
I mean? Oh, well, my parents had just passed away, and it was somebody that was like somebody close to me that I had liked for a long time. But honestly, like the burden was on me. Like what you're describing with dating a single mother, the burden is on you. Like you're supposed to be there in their lives.
Ah.
And how am I going to take up an emotional space that it's a new idea? The idea of being a step parent and not even a step parent at that point. You're like a step boyfriend, step girlfriend. Like what am I? Like I'm nothing to them. There's no respect. So but also it's how the person who has those children learns to treat those children and learns to treat the relationship. Because if you want a solid relationship, that person should already know their boundaries and their expectations, and they should control their children first. Am I wrong?
There is a term for mothers and kids, something with the mother complex, where like,
Yeah.
let's say you're not the predominant father of that
Mhm.
kid, no matter how much you may show leadership or be the guy,
Right.
you're never gonna have that connection with the kid and the mother. So you're always seen as like a issue for the kid and the mom.
Oh yeah,
so
for
that
sure.
does come up in the household a lot. People don't really talk about it, but like it's a real thing.
You feel
And
like
not
an
to get
outsider.
into
100%, always.
and not to get into politics too much here, but I will say that systemic racism and black male partners being arrested at higher rates than other people in our communities, there for years since like Reaganomics, right? So we have seen like this disproportionate amount of single mothers with black and brown and whatever.
It's not really applicable to him because he only fucks with the white people.
Oh yeah, he loves his
So
snow
it's
bunnies. I
not
forgot.
applicable.
Hold on,
It's the,
man.
What
it's
I'm
the winter
saying is-
soldier right
I do
here.
black
man.
sometimes.
You do
Black
it.
sometimes,
But then we get these stereotypes.
I did African.
Right?
Yeah.
But then we get these stereotypes where it's like, oh, these single mothers. But a lot of the time, it's like from the 70s till now, there's been an understanding that like a household will be separated. Where I came from, how I grew up, being like a foreigner growing up, our household was solid. There was no divorce. Like, and for a lot of foreigners, I think that a lot of us can say that like our household stays solid.
Right. No.
It's kind of an American thing to
But-
have like
but-
divorce after like a year.
It is
and
American.
3
Okay,
kids.
but just real quick, just
You're
what that-
adopted.
What,
so
what that
go
got?
with-
What that
go
got to
with
do?
these.
What that got to do with this? Him not wanting to fuck chicks with kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What does that have to do?
Yeah.
I think that like how they behave is based on a society that they were like born into and raised in. They might not have had dad in their home, and they think that it's okay not to have a husband or a father figure. For me personally, if I'm gonna have kids, that man is gonna be in my life forever, and that's gonna be my partner for life. I don't
mean-
care.
I think that's
what
a
we
good
do.
concept. But let's say, for example, right?
Right?
Makeup. Let's say she used makeup for 10 days and left it there.
Yeah.
Would you use it next?
No,
Why not?
but that's all personal preference, isn't it?
So same thing with kids.
Yeah.
I don't want her fucking kids.
No,
It's exactly,
but
it's
you know what's
exactly the
so
same.
crazy, too?
Makeup,
The fuck?
babies. Ain't no difference.
You know what's so
Can I ask
crazy?
you a
Man.
question?
Look at all the guys who like MILFs. They're like, oh, I love MILFs. I love going over to her house. She's got snacks in the fridge. She's got
But
Capri
they just want to
Suns.
go over.
but
They don't
they-
want to stay.
Oh, then-
Maybe not all of them, but there's a good portion of men who are so excited to post
Okay,
it on
wait a
their
minute.
Instagram story.
They
They're
want
like,
to smash.
"Here's
That's
me and-"
different.
That's
No,
just
no,
trying to-
no.
it's a
They want
fetish.
to raise. They want to raise kids that aren't their own. I don't know why.
They're weirdos. They're freaks. Come on. That's not
Okay,
like
that's
most
true.
men, man.
That's
Come
true.
on,
That's
man.
true.
Let me
It
ask
is
you a
most
question.
men.
Yeah.
So, for you to date a single mom with kids,
Mhm.
you want her to be okay with you disciplining her kid and smack it?
No,
around
but
and stuff?
this,
Well,
this is what I'm saying,
That's
right?
what it sounds like.
What she said.
As a
That's a good
father,
That was a
comedy skit.
with kids, you want to be the disciplinarian, right?
Yeah,
Where you-
of course.
The kids misbehave. Listen, you're in timeout. This and that. If you do that as a guy that's not the real father, it's kind of like, oh, you did too hard. Or like, it's too
Oh, yeah.
it's too harsh. Like, stop.
You're
I'm like,
beating my
what the
kid.
heck? This is normal.
So you would be okay dating a single mom so long as they allow you to be the disciplinary.
As long as you can beat
No. I'm saying
I mean, this was
that's part of the
sounding like
equation,
he just want to be
but
able
that's
to
not
beat
even like
kids.
worth.
What she
Because-
said. Yeah.
There's so many other things that happen in that setting that like it's not worth it for a guy to do anyway. Like if you're single with no kids, like it's just not worth
It's
the time.
just,
It does make
For
sense
you
though. Like
personally.
you should just
No,
go
most
make your
men in
own
general.
family.
Most
Yeah,
men,
yeah.
but
Someone who
if
doesn't,
most
you know.
men, if most men wouldn't get with women with children and they wouldn't marry them, then how are there so many single mothers who end up with men that aren't
No,
the
but
child's father?
But let's
how
be
does
honest
that?
here.
Let's look at the analytics.
A lot
though.
of men nowadays are saying
Realistically.
no single moms. Actually,
Right.
I would argue the bottom percentage of men that can't get girls, they single moms.
Oh, so the male loneliness.
so the leftovers
Yeah.
that can't get any girls, that's
Right.
the next option because
They go to
I'm just saying what it is.